Greetings all, Blue Knight. Welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Previously, we went around the desert to activate the 3 power nodes for this generator's or mechanism's dials, for whatever it is. But what I'm getting at is that this will be the key to us getting to the linear mining facility. So today we're going to be using this mechanism to get into said facility. So all I have to do is just start sorting and then turn the dials, but we actually don't know what order the dials go in. So if we take it back out, Fi will tell us something. A report, Master Link. The symbols on this power generator correspond to the symbols on the 3 remote power nodes you activated. Logic suggests that they are connected. So if we gotta take these off quickly. So if we look at the map, we can see the order that the 3 dials will go in. The Pharaoh symbol goes on the left, the lightning symbol goes up top, and the fire symbol goes in the southeast, if I get my compass directions correctly. So let's do just that. So first it's gonna be the Pharaoh symbol. Turn that all the way. Now don't be an idiot like me and get fooled by the order of the dials that you see on screen, because it's the fire that comes next, not the lightning symbol. I've done that a lot of times in past playthroughs, so that's why I'm giving you a bit of a heads up on that. Now that we've got all the dials in their respective order, let's push that last dial in and get that mining facility revealed. So at long last, after hearing so much about this facility, we finally found the entrance. Turns out it was underneath the sink sand the whole time. Welcome to the Laneru mining facility, and don't mind the skip button in the bottom right corner. I just had to scrap recording, that's all. Which is surprising because the game doesn't really save when you, well, the game does save when you review a cutscene, but you don't actually save the game file itself. So, kind of weird that they put that skip function in when you do that, but it happens sometimes. I probably should have targeted those enemies. Those, if my memory's correct, are called Arakas. They're miniature scorpions, that's all they are. Ah, there's actually some more right here, so let's target with Phi. The Araka. This larval monster is said to live for 1,000 years, during which time it is continually growing. Though the larva is small in size, it is quite ferocious and is often found in swarms beneath the sand. It tends to leap towards moving objects such as ourselves. So this facility is sort of like a nesting ground for the Arakas. You're going to be encountering quite a lot of these guys throughout your travels here. But as we've seen, they'll only take 1 strike to take out, nothing more. Even if big numbers are not that difficult to deal with, so don't worry about them. I really wanted to get the rewards behind these breakable walls. Green rupee, and another green rupee. We're actually almost halfway to a full capacity now, which is pretty good. You can never have too much money on hand. Like these, more green rubies. Do I need a Deku Seed right now? Well, it probably didn't matter regardless because I'm already at a full capacity. I should actually use the Hook Beetle to deal with this Electro Spume. Provided doesn't shoot me first. He didn't, thank goodness. Otherwise that would have broken me out of my my beetle animation. Get this green rupee. I'm just gonna bomb that other spoon, just in case. Also, I could save my bombs. We might need it for later, but you never know. I just don't want to take any chances. One thing I didn't mention about the Hook Beetle is if I can make it turn around to see Link. You may have seen this where we've been flying the beetle, and you can see Link. There's that green pillar of light. Fly into it like I just did, then Link will catch the beetle outright. So that's another good thing to know. And also I need the beetle again so I can get to that platform over there. That's near that left switch. Come on, let's go. We don't have all day here. I really wish I could find a way to fly this thing faster. Okay, so now we need to get to this switch. Just gotta preserve my stamina there. Blue rupee at the end. So just run up to the wall and you'll grab the switch. That's gonna be the case if we encounter any other switches like this in the future. Like the one on the right on this door. Actually, can I run over there right now? Yeah, I can, because of that breakable wall I took down. That's good to know. Right. Don't want to dash too much, otherwise I might risk sinking into the sand. Okay, more Arachnos, but let's take this switch first. Okay, that reveals the small chest over there. Nice. And if the pass been any indication, 9 out of 10 times, that small chest is going to contain a red rupee, which I'm not going to complain about. The red rupees are worth 20 green rupees. It's a pretty great way to get rich. And there's a stupid text box again about treasure we found like, what, 5 times this playthrough? Oh, 4 times, my mistake. Though I may have used one to upgrade one of my items. I swear, that stupid Twilight Princess syndrome of this game. I have no idea why the developers did that. That they feel they need to remind you of what kind of object or treasure you collected, even though you already collected it a bunch of times in this game. It's probably just to help out the younger players, like the children. But you can just go to the gear screen and select that item to learn more about it. There's no need to do those unnecessary text boxes. It could be a big annoyance to veterans of this game, though. I don't really find annoyance that much because it doesn't really happen to be that often, at least as far as my memory goes. But this is just a small gripe I've come to know recently. Taking care of those Arachnos. I have no idea why I'm even using my slingshot. I can just use my sword and deal with them just the same, and probably a bit faster. In any case, here's more Staldras that we encountered, I think, once back at Skyview Temple. But we're gonna encounter them a bit more often in the Lanayru region. So make sure you remember that one encounter you had with them back at Skyview Temple, because they'll be coming up quite a bit. Ouch. Okay, that was a bit rude. Then again, did shield bash in time. There we go. And he's done. Now we head over to the left to move one of these crates up to that higher ledge to get to that door. First, let's take these guys out and pick up any rewards that we find along the way. Oh, and these lumps of sand, we can interact with them, but we don't have the means to do so right now. So don't worry about them. We will come back for them later. Can't do anything about this because it's buried in the sand. But like I said, we'll worry about it later, so don't worry. Okay, come on, Link. Grab the crate, thank you. Move that close to the wall. You only need to move one crate near this wall so you can climb up and get to that door. Let's open this up and see what awaits us on the other side. If my memory serves, this might be the biggest temple that we've encountered to date. Or at least the biggest dungeon, I should say. This is one of the more bigger dungeons in Skyward Sword, so we're gonna be here for quite a while, as that's the case with most dungeons, or probably every dungeon in Zelda history. But I feel like this was a bit bigger than some of the other ones in Zelda. Definitely in Skyward Sword, but we haven't seen just how big this dungeon is quite yet. This room is just one of the many big rooms that we'll be fighting in this dungeon. Honestly, it feels like it's a maze to me at times, just because of how large in scale it is. Let's deal with this little yellow choo-choo, conserving our bombs. Gotta save it for the long haul. Okay, I see yellow keys, or so what are the thunder keys? Come to think of it, have I encountered these guys already? Thunder keys. Found in desert habitats, these winged monsters are attracted to dark places such as caves. Their internal organs generate electricity for attacking prey. The altogether qualities are active at night and sleep for the day. Those who come too close and awaken them often fall victim to attack. Okay, this is a new enemy. I thought we encountered it thus far. Then again, keys are a common foe in Zelda, so I guess it wouldn't be that much of a stretch of me to make that mistake. But they're thunder keys, so make sure not to use your iron shield or reinforced shield in my case to deal with them. A simple swipe of your sword will deal with them just the same. Here's a small key. Now usually this is where I get lost at this point early on the dungeon. I know it's kind of sad to say, but it does happen at times. But what I remembered from my scrap recording is we have to go back through the opening door, or the door we went through just a few minutes ago, and go through one of these doors in this room. One of them has a lock on it. Yeah, this one. So I guess that's kind of one thing that was fortunate that I got in my scrap recording. Because like I say, I usually, for some reason, get lost, not counting on using the keys so early on. I don't know why. I guess my item hoarding skills from RPGs I played like the last few years have kind of affected me in other genres. What am I doing? This is a new enemy we have faced before, a frog. Though this odd creature is cowardly by nature, it will expose an array of densely packed defensive spikes when approached or provoked. It's a new enemy, yes I know, Fi. No need to remind me about that stupid rating. So if we get too close, we'll activate those spikes like Fi mentioned. So we have to deal with this thing from a distance. A slingshot or probably your hook beetle might be a good bet for it, though I think it might get too defensive if it does detect the hook beetle, so that's why I always go for the slingshot. Deal with this guy too. So it's kind of expected that you should have a few Deku on hand to deal with those frogs. We'll be encountering those guys quite a bit as well if my memory serves me right. Climb up here. Alright, where to go next? Up, yellow choo-choo. Get away from me! Oh, went down in the sand. I don't deal with that guy anymore. Let's see, should I go there? No way to access that ladder. I think I'm supposed to go down this ladder, because there might be a chest on the other side. Or there could be Sig Sand of Doom. And I made Link sink to his death. Whoops. I actually thought that was going to be solid ground. That was a weird red tint. Was that supposed to signal my invisibility frames? I guess so. Okay, there's a bomb I see on the right side. I'll use that to bomb the crate up top. Oh, this thing is so slow. Come on. Ah, I didn't move it out of the way in time. This is gonna take some time, so excuse me for a moment, folks. There we go. All I have to do is just turn the other direction. You know, like a sane person would. But I'm just kind of dumb sometimes. I see a lot of jelly blobs in this area thus far. That's kind of surprising. Then again, I could attribute that to the treasure medals. This just furthering its usage that I have never noticed before. So now we have a time shift stone, but this is a pressure switch. So you gotta stay on it to keep the gate open. So we're gonna need to use that stone to our advantage. Yeah, you could chance it with a slingshot, like I probably will, but I usually go for the hook beetle. Come to think of it, I don't think you can make a clean shot at that shift stone. Maybe you can at the right angle. But I usually go for the hook beetle, like I said, because I'm never able to hit that time shift stone with any of my Dekusis. Fly that into said stone. And we've created another time disruption state thingy. I forgot what I called it. That's what I'm trying to remember the term, but I guess time disruption will have to do. But bringing this area to life brings us a new enemy. A BMOS. This is an ancient security mechanism. Its weak point is its eye. The eye is also a weapon that fires a focused energy beam. Wow, I can't speak today. Or at least I can't read. I calculate 100% failure rate at any attempt to strike the eye with your sword while it is still on top of the pedestal. I recommend using a weapon that can strike at high targets. Conversely, you can also lower its head to a height your sword can reach. So we got multiple ways to deal with the BMOs. But can I use my slingshot? I'm not sure if I can. That might not be damaging enough to it. No, I can't. Just gets annoyed by it. It gets startled, actually. I didn't know about that. So just slice the line where it was shown and just slice its eye, or at least thrust it to the eye. There is a way you can shoot into the eye, but we don't have that weapon right now. Just run across this conveyor belt. Deal with this BMOS too. Probably didn't have to, but I like to do it anyways, because you guys know my creed about leaving enemies alive at this point. Nobody is left alive. Only I am the sole survivor of this game, or at least the world I'm in. That might say something about my mental state, but I don't like to think about that. Maybe that just furthers a tribute to my mental state about leaving enemies not alive. The brain's not working right now for some reason. Now the English language, it can be quite a harsh mistress to learn sometimes, especially if you're a foreigner trying to learn it as your second language. Though this is coming from a guy who couldn't really grasp the French language, despite the fact that the French language is like the second official language in my country. So I guess I'm not one to talk about learning languages. No idea what that tangent went off with. So let's just talk about the game, because that's what's important here. So as you can see, we can use those stamina fruit on the conveyor belt to make it to the other side. Of course, you want to avoid those crystal spike objects. Otherwise, you'll get pushed back, or, heaven forbid, you fall off the conveyor belt or have to run through that whole thing all over again. I wonder if I'm going in the right direction. I guess I'll have to find out once I get the map, but we're making some slick progress, I must say. Alright, now we got branching paths here. I probably should go to the other side. Oh, there's a small chest here, so it's a good thing I did come over to this direction. Because we got another red rupee. Very, very nice. Up to 600 already. Getting closer to our maximum capacity. Okay, make sure you look both ways. And then run across the street. Or at least just walk across, depending on what kind of, or how many people there are. So I think we might be close to our next door. It might be after this conveyor belt. Come on, jump off, Link. Thank you. Gotta time this carefully. And whoa! Ooh, I got a bit too close to get electrified there. Who would have thought being a bit too careful would have led me to getting damaged? I feel like that happens quite a bit to me in video games, come to think of it. Maybe it's just by bad luck, I'm not sure. So that's the switch, but now we got a higher BMOS pull, I guess. A total pull of the BMOS. Uh-oh. Oh, what am I doing? Wait, that actually worked! Is the BMOS' beam not electrified or something? Because I would have sworn that could have taken down my reinforced shield in one shot. I guess reflecting the beam with a shield, regardless of what type it is, can help. Make sure you remember that, kids. Because I certainly did not know that. That was very new for me. Well, you learn something new every day. So I guess that's not a bad thing. Running in close to time. It's gonna be a bit premature, but I think I'm gonna end the episode for today. We did make quite a bit of progress into this facility. A lot more than I thought I would, honestly, because my memory about this dungeon is not the best. But if memory serves me, going through this room will take quite a while, so we're gonna hold that off for next time. With that being said, on the next episode of Skyward Sword, we'll be continuing our adventure through the Lanayru mining facility. Until we meet again, everyone, farewell for now.